In a time long ago, when judges ruled Israel, there was a woman named Naomi. Naomi lived in Bethlehem with her husband, Elimelech, and their 2 sons. But when a famine swept through the land, they were forced to leave their home and travel to the distant country of Moab, hoping to find food and a better life. In Moab, life took a bittersweet turn. Elimelech passed away, leaving Naomi a widow. Her 2 sons married Moabite women, Ruth and Orpah. For a time, there was hope. But then, tragedy struck again. Naomi's sons died too, leaving her alone with her daughters-in-law. Heartbroken and weary, Naomi decided to return to Bethlehem. She urged Ruth and Orpah to stay in Moab, where they could rebuild their lives. Orpah tearfully agreed and said goodbye, but Ruth refused to leave Naomi's side.
Don't urge me to leave you, or to turn back from you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God my God.
Moved by Ruth's loyalty, Naomi accepted her companionship, and together they journeyed back to Bethlehem. When they arrived, Naomi felt the weight of her grief and told the villagers, "Don't call me Naomi, which means pleasant. Call me Mara, because my life has been bitter." But even in her sorrow, hope was about to blossom. To support Naomi, Ruth went to work in the fields, gathering leftover grain. By chance, or perhaps by God's providence, she ended up in the field of Boaz, a kind and wealthy man who was a relative of Naomi's late husband.
I've heard about your kindness to Naomi. May the Lord reward you for all you have done.
Touched by his generosity, Ruth told Naomi about Boaz. Naomi realized Boaz could be a kinsman redeemer, someone who could marry Ruth and restore their family's name. Following Naomi's advice, Ruth approached Boaz and asked for his care. Boaz, impressed by her courage and devotion, agreed to help. He made the necessary arrangements and soon married Ruth, redeeming Naomi's family. In time, Ruth and Boaz had a son named Obed. He would become the grandfather of King David, part of the lineage that would one day lead to Jesus. Through Ruth's faithfulness and God's provision, hope was restored, and a family's future was secured. The story of Ruth reminds us of the power of loyalty, love, and faith. It shows us that even in the darkest moments, hope can shine through when we trust in God's plan. The lesson we learn from Ruth is timeless. Loyalty to others, even when it's hard, brings blessings beyond what we can imagine. Ruth's courage to leave her home and trust in Naomi's God teaches us the value of faith. And Boaz's kindness reminds us that generosity and integrity can change lives. In the end, the story of Ruth is a reminder that God's plan is always at work, even when we can't see it.
Hi, friends. If you enjoyed this story and feel inspired, there's so much more where that came from. On this channel, we dive into uplifting, faith-filled content to encourage you in your journey. If you're looking for more inspiring Bible stories, lessons of hope, and moments to strengthen your faith, hit that subscribe button now. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss an update. Together, let's grow in faith and share God's love with the world. See you in the next video.